Today, I'm serving up one of my favorite videos that we've ever created, where we demonstrate some of the key differences in laminates and wood veneers. We're gonna put each surface through multiple tests so that you can better understand the differences and make more knowledgeable decisions when it comes to surface materials for your next workspace. Today I've got my hard hat, my safety glasses, because we're about to take 3 of the most common work surfaces and put them to the test. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a scientist or professional mythbuster. Please don't try what you're about to see at home or at work. Let's meet our contenders. First up, wood, and I'm not talking about skids. Real wood, solid wood furniture is durable, heavy, and it can be refinished over and over, but it's also very expensive. We see a lot of work surfaces come through this facility, but most of the time when we see wood, it's veneer like this one. A veneer is about an 1/8 of an inch piece of real wood glued on top of a lower quality piece of wood particle board, or MDF. MDF standing for medium density fiberboard. Contender 2, high pressure laminate, or HPL. Multiple layers of craft and decorative paper are melamine resin treated and then coated with a water resistant overlay. These are then fused together to a particle board, or MDF, with high pressure, usually 1400 PSI. And finally, TFL, thermally fused laminate, also known as low pressure laminate, or TFM, thermally fused melamine. This surface is created by fusing a decorative sheet directly to a particle board, or MDF, using high heat and usually low pressure, around 400 PSI. Scenario 1, liquid. It's late and it's been a long day at the office. Your untouched ice water has condensated all over your desk. Somehow you've managed to spill the coffee and knock over your soda. Let's top it all off with a nice heavy pour of Crown Royal whiskey. So for our scenario, we wanted to test spills on work surfaces. So 48 hours ago, we had glasses of ice with overflowing water to mimic that condensation that happens when you leave an icy glass on your work surface. We also purposely spilled some coffee and some soda, regular Coke, and then we spilled some liquor, some whiskey, on the 2 laminates. Now, 24 hours ago, we ran the same test without the liquor, because we didn't want to waste any more good whiskey, on the wood veneer surface. And so this is what we found. This is our high pressure laminate. We had the water here, the coffee here, the soda, and the whiskey, and really very difficult to see any noticeable impact from liquids being on this surface for 48 hours. This is our low pressure laminate, and then the liquids test, we had the water here, the coffee, the soda, and the whiskey. Now actually, if you look at this in the right angle, and it's kind of hard to see, but there is an impact from the water. You can kind of see a little bit of staining, a little bit of warping from where the water sat for 48 hours on this surface, but it is hard to see. It's definitely less noticeable than you'll see on the wood veneer, and if you look across this surface, you're really not seeing a lot of impact from any 4 of those liquids that sat there for 2 days. Now here we have our wood veneer. This is where the water sat, the coffee, and the soda. Now where you're gonna see the most noticeable change is on the water spot. This was only here for 24 hours, and look at that very noticeable impact it had on this wood veneer. It almost looks like it was like milk on there or something. You know, it's kind of actually hard to tell where the other 2 liquids were. They wiped off pretty nicely, but this water really did seem to seep into the wood veneer, and I scrubbed that hard and was not able to get it off. So water certainly will damage wood veneer, no doubt about that.